brains have two systems of thinking, intuitive thinking and rational thinking. These are also known as System 1 and System 2 thinking. In order to understand these two systems of thinking, first we must understand what is thinking. So thinking is the changing and reorganizing of information in our mind to create new information. So first I want you to answer, what's 2 plus 2? Fairly simple, 4. And now finish the sentence. Peanut butter and hopefully you said jelly. Now this is what we call our System 1 thinking, or our intuitive thinking. Those questions didn't really require a lot of mental effort. This could also be known as our gut feelings, and it doesn't really require a lot of mental effort. So our intuitive thinking, or our System 1 thinking, is based on past experiences in order for us to make fast and reasonably accurate decisions. Some common causes of intuitive thinking are the tendency to avoid the mental stress of having inconsistent thoughts, the tendency to focus on a limited amount of information, or the tendency to look for information that confirms pre-existing beliefs. Now try thinking of 17 times 38. This is just an example of something that requires rational thinking, something that comes into play with System 2 thinking. With System 2 thinking, the best decision will be made every time as we use our logic for these decisions. System 2 thinking assumes that the thinker has complete knowledge and an unlimited capacity to compute. System 2, or rational thinking, is slower, more analytical, logical, and requires more mental effort. It is distinct from System 1 thinking because it allows us to look past those automatic processes and analyze the situation in more depth. We use System 1 thinking more commonly in everyday life for those everyday tasks that don't require as much conscious deliberation. But we switch to System 2 thinking, or rational thinking, when we face uncommon, unfamiliar, or complex situations that require us to look past this intuitive thinking and analyze the situation in more depth. Now let's take a look at a study that deals with our System 1 intuitive thinking and our System 2 rational thinking. In 1994, Dennis Rajan Epstein conducted a study that consisted of around 80 undergrad psychology students, and the aim of the study was to determine how likely the subjects would be to make non-rational decisions. In this study, the participants had to draw from 2 bowls. One bowl contained 10 jelly beans. 9 of them were white and 1 of them was red. In the other bowl, we had 100 jelly beans, of which around 5 to 9 would be red, and the rest would be white. Participants were then told that they could draw from either one of these bowls 7 times, and every time that they picked out a red jelly bean, they would receive $1. I'm going to show you 2 bowls of jelly beans. One of them contains 100 jelly beans, in which 6 of them are yellow. The other one with 10 jelly beans only contains 1 yellow jelly bean. I'll give you $1 if you can pull out a yellow jelly bean. You have 7 tries.
So here we have our first bowl. There's only 1 yellow jelly bean in it. Now here we have our second bowl with 100 jelly beans. You have 6 jelly beans that are yellow in this bowl. Now let's compare. Remember, you get $1 if you choose the yellow one at random.
Well, $1 is a lot of money, and I can use it to buy more jelly beans.
Okay, my eyes are closed. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh no! You have 6 more tries? Let me just try again. Blue. You can try again. No.
You've chosen out of the bowl with 100 jelly beans 4 times now. You have 3 more tries. Are you sure you don't want to switch bowls? Yeah, but the 100 one has 6 yellow jelly beans. The other one only has 1.
Well, there goes my $1.
This study found that 82% of subjects would go against their rational thought and choose the bowl that had the less probability of winning. So this study shows how people often ignore their rational thought when making quick decisions, and we often choose our intuition and ignore logical rationalization. This study also shows how intuition is very prone to error, as many of the subjects chose the bowl with the less probability of winning while using their intuitive thinking. This also shows how if they were to have used their System 2 thinking or their rational thinking and slowed down and thought about the probability of each bowl, they would have come to a better conclusion and have made the most logical choice. Lastly, the study shows how in statistics, when calculating the probability of something such as these jelly bean bowls, we should rely on computations that use our System 2 rational thinking rather than our intuitive thinking since our system 1 thinking is so prone to error in statistics.